person, former Washington County District Attorney Steve Toprani.
Did he turn this on? Good, good. Todd's always quick to play a joke with me, so I thought for sure I better check this first. It's really, truly an honor to be here with you tonight. Tracy, where are you going?
I was coming around there.
Okay, you're not supposed to leave, because I remember when I was in college, the first course I took at Cal U was one in public speaking, and I remember being told if you're ever an occasion to be in a very crowded room, which this is a really crowded room. So thank you all for being here tonight. So when you're in a crowded room, you're supposed to focus on a friendly face. And I want to focus on one face, but she keeps getting further and further and further away from me. You can tell this was not scripted, by the way. She's all the way over there. This is a tough act to follow. Following John Bruner is not easy. He will likely be on the Today Show later on tonight. That's where you'll see him. He is the star of stage and screen now. But what can be said about Traci McDonald Kemp that hasn't already been said? You've heard words like conviction, trust, integrity, and honesty, and values, and family. All these things that we look for in public officials. I'd like to share another word for you, and that's giant. Traci is a giant. And I'll explain to you why. 8 years ago, I stood before many of you and asked for your vote. I was much younger then, I didn't have as much gray hair, and I probably fit in a suit a little smaller than this one. And I sought your support to help change Washington County, to help restore integrity and vision and direction in the District Attorney's office. And I was humbled to get your support. And shortly after election night, when the dust settles and you have to roll up your sleeves and get ready to work, there was a phone call I made. It was the first phone call I made. Do you remember that call, Traci? I do. Traci extended a hand, not just of encouragement or welcome, but a hand of support and a hand of strength. And for 4 years, I saw her commitment every single day. As Detective Bruner, former Detective Bruner, you'll always be Detective Nate, stated, the nights away from her family, the long days, the hours and hours that she spent making victims' lives better, making police work harder, making the court system work for everyone was not only admirable, it was needed. Traci has shown what commitment looks like. She has been a giant at the District Attorney's office, and that's just one aspect of her life. You see her friends here, you see her family here. She meets everything with the same dedication. Whether it's commanding a courtroom, or organizing a brownie event, Traci puts her heart into it. I couldn't have done the job I did for 4 years without you, Traci. I'm looking at you tonight as your friend, as an admirer, and as someone who is heartfelt in standing here thanking you for the chance to speak for you. I'd say that you're the type of person we need in public office, but you've been doing it. We need you in this office. I know you'll lead with vision. I know you'll treat everyone that comes into your courtroom with fairness, and I know that you're going to do this job. We just have to get her there. So continue to turn out the way you did tonight. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your colleagues. We need Traci. It would be a tragedy. I tell you, it would be an absolute tragedy if we didn't put her into office. Traci, I'm very proud to be here with you. I pledge my full commitment and support to you, and I wish you all the best. You're going to do a great job, Your Honor.
Judges must be chosen carefully by the voters, as judges exercise great power. Power over our lives, our freedoms, our liberties, and property. A good judge must have many qualities. She must have integrity, which embraces honesty and impartiality, free of all biases and prejudices, an honorable person. She must be patient, respectful, and courteous, whether dealing with attorneys, court staff, litigants, all people with whom she comes in contact, even while under great stress and pressure. She must be competent and experienced, with good communication skills and ability to deal with people easily. She must have a strong work ethic and be willing to work long hours and to continue to study and learn. Judicial work is not a life of ease. Dockets are crowded, the demands are great, and the job requires strong stamina and commitment. And some humor and kindness, when appropriate, can go a long way in the judicial setting. Ms. McDonald worked in my courtroom for years as a strong and committed prosecutor in the district attorney's office. She knows the working of the courtroom well. For years, she has been in charge of serious sexual assault and domestic abuse crimes. A very difficult caseload, ladies and gentlemen, emotionally charged, sometimes complex, many involving child victims. These types of cases have life-changing impacts on all involved. This has been hard and stressful work for Ms. McDonald, but her work product has been consistently excellent. She has demonstrated that she has the ability, experience, and temperament to handle a judicial position. Earlier in her career, Ms. McDonald tried criminal cases in my husband's courtroom, retired senior judge John F. Bell. My husband, too, thinks highly of Ms. McDonald's legal and courtroom abilities and is here tonight in show of his strong support. In addition to her criminal law work, Traci has civil trial experience, both as a private attorney and as a professor at Waynesburg University. This experience, too, will be useful to her as a district judge. Now, in reviewing the qualities of a good judge, my conclusion is that Ms. McDonald possesses all of these qualities and character traits that make for a fine judge. Most in this audience know Traci, not only as a lawyer, deputy district attorney, a daughter, a wife, a mother, a great community leader, a volunteer, a church member, and I ask you, and please answer verbally, does Traci McDonald Kemp possess the qualities to be a good and fair judge?
Yes.
Then please vote and ask your family members, your neighbors, your friends, your co-workers to cast a vote on primary election day for Traci McDonald Kemp for Magisterial District Judge. Thank you all.